And what the drivers say they fear most of all is a head-on collision with a blind tube mare.
Personally, I think the management should round him up. Get rid of him.
What's up, YouTube? Hello. So, going to be doing a new series here. This is Doug Stanhope, Deadbeat Hero, and he's great. First time I saw him was on one of Charlie Brooker's screen wipes. That is excellent in itself, actually. Charlie Brooker's very funny on that. And Doug Stanhope had a little section, and the tagline was, which is so funny, he said, "I'm Doug Stanhope, and that's why I drink." So this is him. If you've never seen him before, this is called Deadbeat Hero, and he is a sort of almost a bum, really. He's just sort of unshaven, uncouth, unpleasant, and rude, politically incorrect, sort of a nasty little man that you might meet in a bar when he's had too much to drink, and he sort of rants on at you in a sort of incoherent way. And it's all good fun. It really is. So let's dive literally right in.
Did you work hard all week? Don't do that. Don't drink on weekends either. People come out Friday, Saturday, and don't drink. If you're gonna feel like shit tomorrow, drink Sunday through Thursday. If you're gonna feel like shit, do it on the company dime. What are you gonna do on Monday morning that you need to be wide awake and alert for, right? Oh, I deliver Pepsi products. Well, do it with a hangover. Fuck them. Drink on the job. Fucking waste your nice weekend. You could be doing something good for yourself. I'm only drinking tonight just to keep up my Cal Ripken-like perfect attendance streak. But it's just token, you know? Whatever. If you don't do shit you hate, people work jobs hate, there's another way. Whatever it is you do, fucking quit. Go in Monday and steal a bunch of shit and quit. If you don't absolutely love it, if you wouldn't do it for free, and steal big shit too. Don't grab some stationery and paper clips just to make a statement. Grab some big cash registers and computer monitors. Get the fuck out. People talk to you and they try to convince you that they like what they do just because it sucks less than what they used to do that sucked a lot. And they'll try to convince you like it's going to make them really enjoy it. I love my job. They regurgitate shit their guidance counselor taught them in high school that got them into a shitty job to begin with. And they regurgitate all that rhetoric. They say, I like my job at Banana Republic because I get to work with people. Work with people? You stack pants, for fuck's sake. You know, the people you meet say, I'm just looking, and they try to get away from you. That's not how it works. You want to work with people, go to whore or something, you know? Do something. Oh. I had two women walk out of a show in Minneapolis, which is nothing out of the ordinary. People will leave. I go on stage, it's like I'm leading you into battle. You're not all gonna be here at the end. You know? Just try not to take it too seriously. Eventually I'm gonna hit a subject that you're gonna be queer about and go, yeah, but don't. Just wait for the next joke and go take a piss or whatever you have to do, and don't get all upset. I'm probably wrong about half the shit I say, and you can find me to be a hypocrite about. I will call you stupid for not knowing shit that I just found out yesterday. And, what are you fucking people don't pick up? You don't read conspiracytheory.com, you fucking losers. I read that yesterday. I'm smart. I had two women walk out of a show in Minneapolis. And again, it wasn't because it wasn't something I said. It wasn't Some people just show up places to complain. That's their form of entertainment, is complaining. They just can't wait to bitch. And these women walked out and they caused a ruckus with the manager in the lobby because I'm drunk. That's their reason. He's just drunk up there. We didn't pay to see this. Look at him. He's obviously drunk. It's just drunk, it's that. I'm not driving a bus, motherfucker. What do you care? What? I'm a comic. I'm saying stuff. Words are coming out of my mouth. It's not like I'm curled up fetal. I shit my pants. It's not like I'm a spectacle. I'm a comic. What do you give a fuck? It's like the steroids in baseball. What do you give a shit? You just paid to watch balls fly over your head like a retard. Hey, ball. What? You care what makes it go out. You didn't give a... That's like going to a titty bar and complaining because your lap dancer is a communist. So what? The tits are out? What did you pay to see? What is your problem? Who are you people? Alcohol doesn't get credit where credit is due. And it's not the best drug. It's not even in the top 5, but it's the easiest one to get. And we're a fat, lazy country of convenience. And alcohol is a very convenient drug. If this was an ecstasy bar, I would come in, I'd order a large, I'd be drinking Evian right now, right? But it ain't that easy to get. And at the same time, if drinking required that I had to sit in a fucking Denny's parking lot for 2 hours in the middle of the night waiting for my friend Alan to answer his voicemail and finally show up just to drop off a 6-pack, yeah, I'd never drink again. A lazy fuck is what I am. But it's got benefits. It doesn't get the credit. You can find every statistic and number and pie chart for where alcohol has ruined the party, but the benefits, for a while, airline flight attendants were trying to lobby to get alcohol taken off of airplanes, because they said, 91% of all air rage incidents are alcohol related. Okay, fine. How much air rage is averted because of alcohol, right? How many times was someone just about to choke out that sky cunt that should have been replaced by a Coke machine years ago? They're the worst now. Since 9/11, they're all full of that hero syndrome in their head, and they think they're the last line of defense to the cockpit rather than a waste of space and polyester. And maybe someone gets on the plane and he's just been finger fucked way too many times, trying to get from point A to point B and waiting in lines and screened and searches. It's everything but looking in your ass is the only difference between that and a prison search. And he goes through that, he gets to the front gate and they go, yeah, we accidentally oversold this flight. We're looking for volunteers who will sit another night in Memphis because we goofed and oversold the flight. If I had a used car and I sold it to 3 different people and I took cash, they all show up on the same day to pick it up. I'm looking for 2 volunteers who will wait till I accidentally oversold this piece of shit Dodge Omni. Would fucking kick me in the balls. I would be doing jail time for fraud. Maybe someone goes through all that and he's about to tear out the larynx of the pig that tells him to sit up straight during takeoff because he's had enough. But no, he has a few vodka Collins first and he chills out just enough to let her live one more day. How many times has alcohol been the hero? How many highway fatalities have been caused because of the .08 DUI law? Where everyone is so paranoid now that one fucking thick neck like you has 2 light beers at happy hour, but you're so paranoid because of the DUI laws, you're driving home, you're not even looking at the road, you're just staring in the rear view mirror looking for cops. You don't even notice you hit a kid on a bike in a crosswalk. You can't find the numbers on shit like that, right? I think a drug dealer sells me drugs and I go haywire and fuck something up, they blame the drug dealer. I think you hit a kid on a bike in a crosswalk, you're looking for cops, you should blame the cops. There's only two types of people who are against drugs. There's people who have never done drugs and the people who really sucked at doing drugs. And everyone else has to suffer. That's why the whole medicinal marijuana thing. I mean, I've done some benefits for them, but first of all, I'm not a pot smoker. I've tried it, gave it plenty of opportunities. It didn't work for me. If it works for you, have at it. But just the argument where it's a pro-drug argument, but the fact that they have to say it's, this is just about medicine. No, if you're going to have a pro-drug argument, start the argument where it starts. It's my fucking business. Fuck off. I mean, you don't put that on the sign. You're going to use tact and stuff that I don't have. That's why I'm not in charge of any of those things. But, I mean, but they have to do it. The reason it boils down to old fucks vote, and that's the problem with this country. Old fucks vote and we don't. We have shit to do. Old fucks have nothing to do but judge you and vote. They don't have to work at UPS on Super Tuesday. They have nothing to do. Hang around the polls, judge you and vote. They're bitter. Why is he smiling? It must be something wrong with him. Vote no on whatever it is he's doing. He's smiling. We don't vote, we got shit to do, right? And that's why they have to put the argument in old people context. Don't worry, old people are baby boomers are gonna start to die in droves, and it's a good thing. I know a lot of them are our parents, but sorry, you're gonna go. Sorry, Ma, goodbye, right?
Great, so that's part one of Doug Stanhope, Deadbeat Hero, and it's great. So he just comes out and shocks his audience. He knows that's going to happen right from the start, and he doesn't care. He really doesn't give a shit. It's a little bit like Stuart Lee in that he divides the audience. What I really like is that he doesn't react to the heckles, and the heckles get more and more fervent as this goes on, but he just doesn't give a shit really. He's like the drunk guy that doesn't listen to what you're saying and just keeps hammering his point home endlessly, and I love him for that. Doug Stanhope, part 2 coming soon, so don't nobody go nowhere.
And in a statement issued just 10 minutes ago, the Home Secretary announced that he personally will be going into the tunnels this weekend, armed with a special gun.